To former President Rodrigo Duterte, sana po makapunta kayo sa susunod na hearing. Sana po samahan ka ng ibang invited personalities na nagtatago pa rin.
This representation is not asking the former president not to be excused in not following strictly the rules of the House.
Attorney Martin Delgras sent us a letter representing the president, former president, but without an authority coming from the former president.
Perhaps that
And
was just...
Mr. Chairman, we have auditory rules.
I know, Your Honor.
And
but,
in fact, during
these
the
are
previous
just-
hearings,
Well, I beg to disagree, Your Honor, that we are giving special treatment. What I am saying and stating for the record that we extend the courtesy due to a former president.
what's the difference between Attorney Martin Delgras and in the case of the former president, authorizing Attorney Martin Delgras to represent him?
1 minute suspension.
Sobrang nakakagulat na balita. Grabe, nanggigil kay Duterte ang Kongreso. Galit na galit si Congressman Paduano at Congressman Benny Abante. Ayon sa nakalap nating impormasyon, sila-sila ang nagkainitan sa Quadcom. Matapos ipagtanggol ni Chairman Barbers si Duterte dahil sa ginagawang hindi pagsipot. Tinawag ni Congressman Abante at Paduano, meron daw ba special treatment. Pero ayon sa ilang netizen, hindi yan si Duterte sisipot. Tama si Congressman Abante at Paduano, wala dapat special treatment. Palitan daw dapat nila si Chairman Robert Ace Barbers para sumipot si Duterte. Tara panoorin natin.
And lastly, Mr. Chairman, we have received a letter coming from Attorney Martin V. Delgras representing the former President, Honorable Rodrigo Roa Duterte. But we never, and the reason why the former President will be excused in today's hearing because of he needs more rest. He's currently not feeling well and he is need of much rest. So, Mr. Chairman, first and foremost, there is no an authority coming from the former president that he will be represented by Attorney Martin V. Delgras. And at the same time, no medical certificate confirming that indeed the former president will be excused in today's hearing because of his medical situation.
If I may, Your Honor, as we all know, the former president is already old and has been experiencing, based on media reports, has been sick lately and has actually had his medical checkup, I believe. And I think, in deference to the former president, I think we should afford him the courtesy that is due to him by not requiring him to submit to this committee a medical certificate. Let us give him that extension of our courtesy to him being the former president, and his intention to appear before this committee in the subsequent hearings that we will schedule. So, if I may, Your Honor, let us not pursue the submission of medical certificate from the former president.
But Mr. Chairman, under our rules, no, malinaw po, tradition, all resource persons being invited in every hearing, especially in inquiry in the legislation, we need for him to explain. And the issue here, Mr. Chairman, of course, Attorney Martin Delgras sent us a letter representing the president, former president, but without an authority coming from the former president.
Perhaps that
And
was just...
Mr. Chairman, we have auditory rules.
I know, Your Honor.
And well, in fact, during
these
the
are
previous
just-
hearings, well, in fact, during the hearing on public on dangerous drugs, twice we excused Attorney Fortun, representing supposedly Michael Young, without any authority from Michael Young. And well, in fact, he presented us authority coming from his office to the corporation being listed.
Your Honor,
So, Michael Young.
if I may, we're not. This representation is not asking for the former president not to be excused in not following strictly the rules of the House. What I am asking for, Your Honor, is the request that we should not ask or demand a medical certification coming from the former president, because we all know that he has reached an age of a fragile age. Therefore, maybe we can grant that exception to the former president.
Mr. Chairman, point of information. Point of information. May I be allowed?
With the indulgence of
Yes,
Congressman
with the indulgence of-
Paduano, what is the point of
Because
information?
I haven't read yet, no. I wanted to be clarified on something about the letter that was sent to us by the former president. Was it included in the letter that he is sick right now, or he need more rest in order to be a part of this?
No, I believe, Your Honor, that the lawyer clearly stated in that letter that he needs rest.
And the Chairman Paduano is asking for
If
a
the chair
medical
will
certificate.
allow me to read in toto, no, part of that letter. He is currently not feeling well and is in need of much rest. But Mr. Chairman, once again, let me, first thing first, since no authority coming from the former president to be represented by Attorney Martin Videlgra, they have to produce. The committee should direct the former president to issue an authority for Mr. Attorney Martin Delgra for him to be represented by this attorney. And with regards to the medical certificate, Mr. Chairman, of course, for humanitarian and giving due courtesy to the former president, I might yield to the position of the chair. But on the first issue with regards to authority coming from former president being represented, claimed by Attorney Martin Delgra, we have to get an authority from the president. Yes, Attorney Martin Delgra will represent him on the next hearing. Thank you,
if I
Mr.
may,
Chairman.
I believe that it was just perhaps an oversight, no, from the part of the lawyer, because clearly in this letter, he is representing the former president, and information as to the health of the former president was also stated in this letter. Therefore, I believe that he has the imprimatur coming from the former
Mr. Chair.
president. That's the reason why maybe he wrote this letter. So,
Mr. Chair.
Chairman, lastly, Mr. Chairman, with the indulgence of Congressman Flores, of course, let me again stress, Mr. Chairman, this is our tradition and under our rules. And if we do it, if we done it, in regards to Attorney Fortun, a top-notch lawyer, and we excuse Attorney Fortun for not producing any substantial document that he was given authority from Michael Yang. What's the difference between Attorney Martin Delgra and in the case of the former president?
well,
And I think, Mr. Chairman, kung talaga po, the former president give an authority to Attorney Martin Delgra, then they wrote us a letter. The former president should send us a letter that indeed he's authorizing Attorney Martin Delgra to represent him.
1 minute suspension. Hearing is resumed.
Mr. Chairman,
With the indulgence of Congressman Dan Fernandez, the parliamentary status was the chair had to suspend the hearing for 1 minute in order to resolve the issue of being raised by Congressman Paduano with regards to the letter that the committee received stating, among others, the reason why the former president will not be able to attend the committee hearing today. And Congressman Paduano insisted that we have to stick with the rules
Yes.
of the House. And the chair immediately suspended in order that I can confer with Congressman Paduano so that we can accommodate the request as stated in the letter of the lawyer of former president that he be excused for today's committee hearing. So in this regard, may we ask Congressman Paduano what is the position of the chair of the Committee on Public Accounts?
Mr. Chairman, with regards to the second issue on the medical certificate that being required by this representation to the former president, I will yield to the opinion position of the good chairman,
Thank you.
the lead chairman. But with regards to the authority coming from the former president for Attorney Martin Delgra, we need the document so that he can have an official entry of appearance in the next hearing, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, as I stated earlier, Congressman Paduano, Your Honor, that perhaps it is just an oversight on the part of the counsel of the former president. And I agree that we should ask the counsel to be present in our committee hearing to enter his appearance as the counsel for the former president. So thank you for accommodating my request, Congressman Paduano. So with that, we will now proceed with the next part of
Mr. Chairman,
the agenda.
if I may.
Yes, Congressman Dan Fernandez.
In addition, we were discussing about those two issues that was mentioned by you and by Chairman Paduano. And further, sinasabi po sa Section 9 ng ating rules, no, that yung physically present nung ating pong binigyan ng authority, no, para po mag-represent sa ating pong mga witnesses. And dito po sinasabi, provided further, that no witness shall be granted more than 2 postponements of appearance before the committee without justifiable cause. With that, Mr. Chairman, we have to apply the rules of this committee to all or none at all. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you for that manifestation, Congressman Fernandez.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman Abante.
I just would like to make it clear for the people watching this Quadcom hearing today. Are we giving special treatment to a witness just because he is the former president? Or just like what Congressman Fernandez said, that this applies to all?
Well, I beg to disagree, Your Honor, that we are giving special treatment. What I am saying and stating for the record that we extend the courtesy due to a former president. Hindi naman po ibig sabihin na hindi na po natin siya imbitahin. On this particular committee hearing that we scheduled for today, the committee has received a letter stating, among others, the reason why the former president cannot be present. So, wala hong exception dyan. Hindi ho natin siya binibigyan ng special treatment. I do agree with the chair of the Committee on Human Rights that we should stick with the rules of the House. But in this particular case, in deference to him being the former president, I would like to ask for your understanding to extend a little bit of the courtesy that is due to him for being the former president. Wala hong special favors dito. Baka ho ma-misquote ako. Yun lamang po ang aking gustong ipalabas. I hope
Chair.
that is understandable. And,
Yes, I fully understand, Mr. Chair, and I agree with your sentiments and statement, though I believe that we should further state on the record, Mr. Chair, according to our rule, that no witness shall be granted more than 2 postponements of appearance before the committee without justifiable cause. Would they be able to do that, Mr. Chair?
yes, that is noted, and the chair will definitely agree with the position of Congressman Abante, and the chair likewise, for the record, state that we will stick with what the rules has been provided. Thank you, Congressman Abante. So,
Mr. Chair, can I be recognized, Mr. Chair?
Congresswoman Arlene Rosas, and then Congressman Plato,
And
and
myself.
then Congresswoman Franz Castro. Yes, Congresswoman
Thank you,
Rosas,
Mr.
you're
Chair.
recognized.
Mr. Chair, just a manifestation, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, on October 18, the Quadcom sent an invitation to former President Rodrigo Duterte to attend the Quadcom meeting today. Former President Duterte's legal counsel told yesterday that the former president cannot attend the hearing today. Mr. Chair, the non-appearance of former President Rodrigo Duterte at the Quadcom hearing today is a clear manifestation of his disregard for truth, justice, and accountability. By refusing to participate, the former president is hindering the people's right to know and denying them the opportunity to seek justice for the crimes caused by the war on drugs during his term. Libo-libo pong buhay ang ninakaw ng Duterte administration dahil sa kanyang peke at madugong gera kontra droga. Kailangan niyang harapin ang mamamayang Pilipino na matagal nang humihingi ng hustisya. Hindi pwedeng sabihin na short notice at masama ang pakiramdam at kailangan ng pahinga. Ang mga pamilya nga ng mga biktima, kahit matanda na, andyan po si Tatay Baylon, pumunta rito para makapagpahayag ng kanilang saloobin. So Mr. Chair, takot ba siya na harapin ng taong bayan? Yun lang po ang manifestasyon ko, Mr. Chair.
The manifestation is noted. Now, Congressman Abante, before Congressman Manuel. You're recognized, Congressman Abante.
Since Congresswoman Arlene and Franz Castro mentioned the victims, no? Yung mga kamag-anak po ng victims, can we recognize them? Can we ask all of them to stand up, please, to recognize ang mga kamag-anak po ng mga biktima?
Pwede po bang tumayo ang mga kamag-anak po ng biktima?
We know it is worth it when we see justice being served. To the craven who continue to run and hide in order to evade the long reach of the law, or those who cannot own up to their actions and face this committee, your time will come. To former President Rodrigo Duterte, who has signified his intention to appear before the Quad Committee, get well soon. Sana po makapunta kayo sa susunod na hearing. Sana po samahan ka ng ibang invited personalities na nagtatago pa rin. Sana po sa pagpunta nyo rito, marami mga katanungan ang maaari po ninyong sagutin. My friends, the Bible offers us encouragement in Galatians chapter 6 verse number 9, and I quote, "And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not." End of quote. This passage speaks directly to the spirit that drives the Quad Committee. It reminds us that while the path of justice is often long and arduous, it is a path worth walking. It is this commitment to a just cause that gives us the willpower and endurance to hold these marathon hearings and to slowly unearth the evidence that will be responsible for exacting accountability for years of wrongdoing. To my fellow members, to the resource persons who have come forward with the truth, and to every Filipino who yearns for a just society, let us continue to press on. We may grow tired, but we will not give up. We believe that the pursuit of justice is not only our duty, but our calling. At dahilan po sa ating Quad Committee hearings na ito na po ang pinapanood ng maraming ating mga kababayan. Ayon nga po sa sinabi sa article ng Chief Justice Art Panganiban na ito pong Quadcom na ito ang pinaka-telenovela ng maraming mga kababayan. Bakit po? Sapagkat live and real time ang ating pinag-uusapan dito. Kaya mga kaibigan, sa aking mga kasangga, maraming salamat po. And may we continue to serve the cause of justice with faith in the Almighty and unwavering resolve. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Ngayon, ikaw, bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.